Pleasure to meet you, by the way.
Same here, Kev.
I want to ask you about the difference in writing a song for an album versus writing a song for a movie, and then just how you approach it, like what that difference is for you.
Well, for me, to be honest with you, there's really no difference. I approach it the same way. When I talk about hits, I say if you look for them, they run. If you chase them, they hide.
Yeah.
You know, or vice versa. Still works out. And so the way I look at it is, when I seen the clips of the movie, I just needed to see how we related to each other. How do we relate to each other? Real simple. We're all around the world trying to figure out situations, find solutions to problems. How do we do it? We don't know, but it happens, and that's how we do it through music. So that makes me the fifth penguin in I would say, of the penguins. My name's Chico.
I like it. But so you do read the script to get the themes?
Well, I seen clips of it.
Okay.
So when I seen the clips, and then I just, how do we relate? When I start off the record like that by saying, been around the world, same song, work hard, play harder, all day long. All the continents get jealous over me. So just things that we can relate to each other.
Right.
But still staying, Pitbull.
Right. Yeah. I was at a concert the other day. It was like this big concert for veterans in Washington, D.C. And it was just it's powerful to watch how music unites people.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, for you as an artist, and you do your massive shows, what is it about music that brings people together so well?
Music is the universal language, and it breaks down barriers, borders, limits, boundaries, beliefs, And the way it brings everybody together is that. So I seen that happen. I was in Tel Aviv in Israel putting on a show, and people that normally wouldn't get along were there just enjoying, having fun. So it almost goes to show you that maybe the solution is music to everything that's going on.
So, and real quick, I'm a big hip-hop fan. I've been listening to it all my life. I'm wondering, for you, growing up on hip-hop and then now being a hip-hop artist and being a rapper, how has rap changed since you first started listening to it to nowadays? Because, I mean, for me, I grew up on Biggie and Tupac, and now I'm listening to Kendrick Lamar a lot, so there's a lot of music that I'm listening to. How has it changed for you?
My mother always told me the pen is mightier than the sword, and that's something definitely that you've seen in, I love Biggie. Biggie's my favorite. Pac, he's a genius.
Yeah.
But it goes to show you that their words were so powerful, it's almost like they brought those situations upon themselves. Yeah. So we lived in an era where it was very real. It was something that you fought for, you loved, you believed in. And I think in this era, it's very fiscal, because you have access to so much that you don't really get a chance to appreciate the artists like that, I would say. Yeah. So for us, it was a very special moment. I learned a lot from those guys, listening to them on what to write, what not to write, and then also just about evolving, taking it from what we learned in hip-hop, taking what we learned from rap, and then start making global music.
Interesting.
Not just touch the block, not just touch the city, not just touch the state, but touch the world. That's what I learned from them.
Now, there's this element in this movie about these characters going through a self-discovery thing, and they're learning about themselves. And they have these big arcs about the movie. So I'm thinking about all the songs that you've written in your career. Which one taught you the most about yourself as a person and as an artist, and what did you learn from that particular song?
I think with every song, you learn something new about yourself.
Yeah.
It's constantly about growing, maturing, and evolving. So if you listen to what I do is I set goals in these records, and then I see them come to life and truly use the law of attraction, I would say. If you're listening to Give Me Everything and I say, take a picture of me in Times Square with a Kodak, and that's exactly what happened when I performed in Times Square. You had Kodak right behind me. We brought it to life. Yeah. When I say next step, La Casa Blanca, which is White House, now we're speaking about Washington, D.C. In Spanish, I said, it doesn't matter if we get there in a car, if we get there in a raft, we're going to get there. And I just performed July 4th, Independence Day of United States of America, in the backyard of the White House for the president. So for me, constantly teaching myself new things through the music, also setting goals through the music. Yeah. And then being able to make the connection with the public, where they go from hearing to listening to watching and connecting. That's when they say, whoa, this is powerful.
Cool. Now, what does it mean for you to be, because we were talking about this just now, you're going to be at Miami, you're going to show your family this movie. What does it mean for you to be able to show this movie to your entire family and everybody to sit down and just watch it with them?
What it's all about is just the true American dream. Right? I'm first generation Cuban American, what my family went through in order to get over here, and all their stories. And then to be able to show the second generation coming up what they can do with their life. I want them to be bigger, better, badder, stronger, and no way, shape, or form live in my shadow. So these are the kind of things that I teach them, as far as how much hard work it took to even be able to sit here and show you this film. Yeah. By the way, I wouldn't even be doing this project if it wasn't for the stamp of approval of my kids in the first place.
That's awesome.
Okay, if they don't say it's cool, Bobby, then guess what? No deal.
Man, we gotta talk hip hop sometime.
Yeah.
So I got so many questions to ask you. I want to geek out with you about hip hop.
Hey, God bless. I appreciate it.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you for the energy, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.